Hello everyone, Spaced Oyster here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In the last episode, we hunted down the Pile Raster, and in this episode, we'll be taking on one more new hunt. The Ixion, aka Pretty Pony. Let's see, let's go speak to this petitioner. Let's see. Balfenheim Port, Whitecap Wench. Let's see. Yeah, we are pretty much near the end of the game. Like, this is part 80, and I think if we can handle the next hunt mark in one part, 82 parts will be the number I got to finish the main storyline, and then there's just trial mode after that. Yeah, I'm getting a little overwhelmed and teary-eyed. My second Let's Play's almost done, and it's better than my first one, because my first one I had no idea what I was doing, and it turned out horrible. So I've been basically referring to this as my first official Let's Play, even though it's technically not. Anyway, it's been so much fun being able to play through this all, put everything on camera, and just, you know, the works. And it's been a hell of a ride, too. I mean, all the technical difficulties, frustrations, and everything. Anyway, our target, let's see, the person we need to talk to is in here somewhere. I don't remember who it is though. Oh, her. I thought this place was called the Whitecap Wench. Do you sleep well, friend? My dreams are troubled of late, and my ears, they ring constantly. There is a legend of a beast that dwells on Ridorana named Ixion, said to haunt the minds of men. I think it is the cause of my suffering. Thinking the beast's death might give me rest, I brought my petition to the clans. Ever since, I am plagued by hunters claiming to have slain Ixion, yet my ears still ring, and my sleep grows no less troubled. Will you be the one to truly slay it? I'm your man. Thank you. Let me tell you more of this legend. Long ago, a dire stallion there was, stabled here in Balfenheim. Each night, it would kick and neigh so loudly that none could sleep. They would turn it out on the Cerobi steppe, only to have it to return. Finally, they set it adrift in a boat, whereafter it washed ashore at Ridorana. Ever since, you can hear its cries on sleepless nights, the cries of Ixion. Please, slay this monster. I will know no true rest until this is done. Ixion, the hunt begins. Alright, let's take this thing down for the lady. Ixion actually isn't that too difficult to find. He's at the Pharos Lighthouse in the worst place on Earth, the Subterra, or I think it's called Penumbra. I forget which. Point is, we're gonna have to go down there again. Fortunately, though, we don't actually have to do anything when we get there because, stalling tactic, it shows up in the central room. And there will be no other enemies around when it shows up. So, take the Dais of Ascendance and go down to Penumbra. If there are no enemies spawning in the middle, that means Ixion is there. If there are enemies, just get back on the elevator, go back up, and then come back down. Anyway, let's see if our first time is the lucky one. And if not, then I'll just meet you guys back here when it is. Long loading screen, though. Enemies! Alright. back up to the first floor, and I will meet you guys back here when Ixion is around. Alright, so we got no enemies around, and Ixion should be around here. So let's get our gambits set up. Let's have Vaughn using Protectiga. Bosch will be using Bravery, but I'm going to have him target everyone with it, since everyone's a physical hitter in this party. And I'll have Bosch do the same. Actually, no, I won't have Bosch do the same. Ixion loves to use Dispel. He also has a few status conditions, mainly Confuse and Silence. So, let's make sure we're curing the confusion off of Bosch as soon as possible with Ally, Any, Remedy, and Balthier has Asuna, so we're good. I probably should have waited until we found Ixion, but we're A-okay. There he is! The pretty pony! Bosch, make sure you dispel him. Pretty Pony is actually, unlike his Final Fantasy X counterpart, he is dark elemental, so he's weak to holy and absorbs dark. He does, however, attack with a whole lot of things. Let's actually change this to ally status Confuse. There we go. He will use mainly Bundaga to attack with when he's not hitting physically, and he hits hard. He also, like I said, loves to use Dispel. You can make him waste his time if you keep up at it, keep up with stuff. I would recommend having one party member not focus on buffs, so that way you can make sure all those get in. And if you have that rubber suit that I foolishly sold, you can also equip that to someone who can equip it to become immune to the Thundaga. A very good idea for anyone who isn't your main tank. And, wow, that died a lot faster than I thought it would. It's probably because of Excalibur. Anyway, let's go collect our reward. Back to the first floor. You can run into Ixion and other parts of the Subterra, so if you wanted to tackle him and the Shadow Seer at the same time, you can do that. But Ixion is at his weakest if you encounter him in the central area the way I did. So I would recommend finding him there rather than trying to deal with all of the bullshit in Subterra at the same time, because the Subterra is the worst place on Earth. It's worse than the Great Crystal, I've decided. Great Crystal is not the worst, it's the Subterra. Subterra is horrible, and Ixion just proves that ponies are objectively the worst animal on the planet. Thank you, Final Fantasy XII, for ruining ponies for everyone. Yeah, it'll be weird not playing Final Fantasy XII anymore. I mean, I might pick it up for another playthrough to do a single job run. I'm kind of really looking forward to trying one of those out. Anyway, let's talk to her. I can sleep again. He must have slain Ixion. I learned of another who suffered from Ixion's curse. He was so grateful to be free of it, he gave me a treasured family sword. Fine though it be, I've no use for the sword. I am glad enough to be able to rest once more. You should take it. I'm sure you will put it to better use than I ever could. Sapping bolts and Ragnarok. I used to dread the fall of night, but no more. It is safe to dream again. I believe that's going to be... Oh wow, it's actually weaker than Excalibur. I think it might have a higher combo rate though. Either way, neat sword. Hold on, I think... Can Penelo equip it? No, but I think she could have. If I'd given her, I think it might have been... I don't know, but one of the Espers I think can unlock Ragnarok for Red Battle Mage, if you're so inclined. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call that an episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Spaced Oyster, signing out.